Welcome everybody to another episode of the Providence Lucha Talk. I'm your boy Jay Aguila.
This is Luisito.
Big front.
And today we got a special guest in the building. You're a big friend. You gotta introduce your boy, man. That's the only right thing to do.
Oh my God.
Silence your phone.
I'm sorry.
Yo, keep it in the video.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So we got one half of the Brisket Brothers. You know how there's the Briscoes? There's the Brisket Brothers because we overweight. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Introducing another co-owner of the collaborative club. We got... Should I say... Nah, I'm going to say your photography name. Luminous Views.
Thank you guys for having me.
Welcome to the show, and thank you for this beautiful space that you are sharing with us. And so far, I have no complaints whatsoever. What about you, Luisito?
Not bad. We basically, this was episode 3. I know he's been, since we watched the, what was it? Forbidden Door. He was like, I want to jump in. I'm like, all right, you're welcome anytime. Same thing with Frank, too.
Yeah. Like, anytime you want to do an episode with us, like, feel free to, like, just take a chair and we'll mic you up.
Perfect. I appreciate that. I'll definitely do it.
But before we go into all the topic and do all the let's interview him real quick. All right, everybody's gonna do we're doing a lightning round. You don't think, just the first question that comes to mind, and you got to answer it quick. Okay. All right, bet. So I'm gonna start it real quick. All right. So when it comes to chicken wings, flat or drums?
Drums.
Luisito.
When I skip, I'm like,
Favorite wrestler. Only name one.
Oh.
Wait.
Favorite wrestler. That's you. Don't know.
No, wait, it's all
we're interviewing you.
Randy Orton.
All right. Go ahead. Ask him.
if you keeping it with the somebody's there, but keeping on the wrestling thing, if you had the ability and basically you were a professional wrestler, who would you like to face if you were a wrestler?
Just one wrestler?
Yes. Like your dream match, if you had like
My
if you
dream match?
Yeah.
Would be against Triple H.
All right. Give us your top 3 fast food, please.
Top 3 fast food places.
Oh.
Fast food as in like
fast
food chains or like
Yeah.
Oh, that's McDonald's,
Okay.
Wendy's, and then Taco Bell.
All right.
tater tots or curly fries?
Curly fries.
Oh, that's it. What is one of your biggest challenge of 2022?
Weight loss.
That's beautiful. Last question.
And I know you name it Luminous Views. How you came up with that name?
Luminous Views came up. I came up with the name because I was in a dark situation. And
Get closer to the mic.
close to the mic.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I was in a dark situation, and the photography was the light of the situation. It brought me back to.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
That's really poetic. That's beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
All right. And how long you been? Even though this is the last question, but how long have you been a professional photographer?
For 3 years now.
That's beautiful. And his work is amazing. If you want to see all of his stuff, go into his Facebook, IG, all of his social media, Luminous View.
Yes.
And definitely we'll make sure to tag you. So again, thank you again for joining in. For all of our audience, we want to say welcome back. Welcome back to another episode with us. We're here to have a good time, talk about wrestling. Make sure to follow us in all of our podcast, apps, the Apple Music, the Spotify, the Google Podcast, as well as our social media and Facebook, IG, Twitter, and now in YouTube. So let's get ready to talk. Now, last week we made our prediction on Ring of Honor, Death Before Honor, right?
Dishonor. Yep.
So, Luisito, what's the result? Who got the most right?
So we got close. So we had Mercedes Martinez second, Serena Deeb. I won Serena Deeb.
Are we not going in order here? We're just going to go like
We're going by like how
like that?
No, I just wrote it down. I was like, I have to. No, because we did the projections kind of in that. Yeah. So we had the first one we predicted was Mercedes Martinez and versus Serena Deeb for the Women's Championship. I think I went Serena Deeb. Yeah, and I think you went Mercedes.
I did.
And Mercedes took it, which was good. It was like that was the match that I went and got my drinks and stuff. I was like, this is my time. But no, I did. No, because I told them, I'm like, I was waiting because every match was like back to back to back somebody didn't like those wrestling show, All Wrestling, if you wanted promos, but
It was. Come on, I'll explain it later. After the predictions, I'll explain it later.
but no, I had to go somewhere. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna normally like women's matches. I'll go, even though when I got my drink and we were basically like floor seats. So when we got a higher view when I came down, it was like the match looked better at that angle, even on TV. So I don't know if it was just the match didn't translate from TV, like from where we're sitting to the ring or whatever. But the angle, if you were sitting higher angle on TV, it translated better. But it was a good match overall. But Mercedes Martinez kept it.
She's actually way cuter in person than she is on Instagram.
You see it? Have you seen her girl though?
Nah.
Yeah, you think she's cute? Imagine her girl. She back.
I'm not saying she like
no, but
10,
no. But she back tens. That's what I'm trying to say. She back tens.
Really?
Oh.
Nah, I seen that. I was just like, the Instagram makes it look kind of.
Oh.
Like, like,
This is a filter.
No, but she was cool. I'll post some pictures when we basically were when people were coming out, like the losers, the winners came by to like backstage. We were literally right there, so you guys could see what he's talking about. Yeah, she's more attractive in person.
Yeah, in person.
Yeah.
She's more of a person.
And if that's her, I'm telling you, her girl must be like a 20. I promise you. I promise.
What do you give her then?
Yes.
From 1 to 10.
Ooh.
When I seen her on Instagram, I was just like, she a 5.
5. Wow.
All right, that's filter.
And then when I actually seen her in person, I was just like,
And she seemed mad cool. Like she was like,
she was cool. She was like a 7.5 or
That's not bad.
Like
No.
2.5.
Because like
No,
she dressed like a
2.5.
tomboy and everything. So to give her like a 7.5, that means she's like that's badass. Yeah, that's good.
She was cute.
Yeah. All right. Well,
so then I think what we went through. So we had the Will Yuta and Garcia. I kept it with Yuta. I think you did as well.
Yep.
And that was a good match.
I made my prediction at the show, so I think I went for it. I knew Yuta was winning.
Yeah.
I just think off the storyline.
there we go.
Even though I don't like Yuta, I like Daniel Garcia better.
Yeah.
I just think Yuta was just. It's just the
Yeah.
storyline. I think
And they had to keep it because they basically, I think they're trying to keep all the championship with the BCC, the club, basically.
Okay.
So they kept all the titles. Then we did Samoa Joe versus Jay Lethal.
We knew
this
Samoa
was-
Joe was winning.
I think
No,
I was like the same thing.
I
with,
took a risk.
I went Jay
Really?
Lethal as well because
Respect. Nah,
I went Jay
because I
Lethal as
wanted
well.
Jay
Yeah.
Lethal. I
Yeah.
wanted Jay Lethal to win.
So
Because
I knew
you remember
he was
Samoa Joe from
Joe.
W?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jay Lethal is the dude. He was the man in freaking Ring of Honors and all that. And basically, we thought because Samoa Joe is now doing TV.
he's doing movies and stuff. So he's like he hasn't been on TV for a while. So it's like he's been out of sight, out of mind.
All spots crazy on
Yeah.
Samoa Joe.
shit.
I thought he had more hair than that.
No, he trimmed. No, he cut. No, he like he trimmed it
Okay, I
up.
was like,
Yeah, no,
oh.
he trimmed. The crowd was crazy because everybody was like they were roasting Jay Lethal. I was like, yo,
Yo, bad. Like,
Yeah.
it was bad.
He was
like,
short.
that's just-
not a bold. So I was like, Jay Lethal, you're bold. I was like, come on, it hurts.
Bald,
Like,
though, but it's-
I know, but he embraced it.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think Samoa Joe was like, yo.
Yo,
Yeah.
He's bald?
no,
he
he's
bald
like
spot,
he's been
bro.
there. But he trimmed it. He usually had like a Caesar's cut, so you couldn't tell too much. He was like, but then he just like trimmed it up for the match.
Spotlight shining. You see
Yeah.
the whole thing. Son.
But
But yeah, no, so we both picked Jay
Jay
Lethal
Lethal.
because I
wanted
thought
Jay Lethal.
because he wanted basically like he was injured. Basically, Samoa Joe was injured. He's been injured, and the other dude has basically 3 against 1, sort of, and. We was like he's doing TV. He's been out of so that was like a new refresh.
we thought he was gonna get like the Rock treatment, the John Cena that they'll show up here and there, but to be a champion is like we like more of a fighting champion versus the one that's like a Roman Reigns that got the title, girls love him, blah blah blah, but they don't really do much. So yeah, Jay Lethal is a working horse, in other words, and it would have been nice.
Deserves more.
I felt like he deserved it. But
Then we also had Jonathan Gresham, the Ring of Honor champion, versus
Claudia.
Claudia
I think
Castagnoli.
everyone knew this.
I wanted Gresham just to like.
Stop!
No, I still want it. I still.
Okay, that's
picked
a
him?
fan,
I
that's a
picked him.
fan.
Yeah, for when we picked, I picked Gresham.
So far, I'm like what 3, 4 out of 5
Yeah.
now. Not that's
But then for me, I just wanted the story, and basically he was like holding the title for so long. I was like, if you're gonna do like bring the brand back to life, keep him. Then like I know this is like their pay per view now, but I want him to still be the guy. But Claudio, he wasn't. I think we were texting through the messenger. Basically, Claudio wasn't supposed to show up at Forbidden Door. He was debut supposed to happen at this pay per view, But since Zane O'Brien got hurt, then the plans changed. But I guess it was better for him because he went on a winning streak. So he defeated Zack Sabre Jr., then went for the pay-per-view that they had like the double cage, and he was basically
he's a replacement for
but he
for
tapped
Bryan.
out. He tapped out the guy, and he kind of like made basically the win. Then he won the title, so he's been on a hot streak ever since. So that's like their golden ticket for Ring of Honor.
So part of the conversation we had on Messenger is that we predicted. Well, I believe when Claudio came to AEW,
Cesaro.
Yeah, no.
yeah. Basically, I thought part of his agreement was that they were going to give him a title. Like, I didn't know which title, but I thought they were going to give him a title. I did not expect it was going to be.
And I don't think he's ever won the Ring of Honor.
He never won
championship.
it.
He had a chance, but he always lost it, or like something happened that he never got to it.
In TV wrestling, he never had like a heavyweight.
No, true. But even when he was in Ring of Honor, he went for a couple of times and he lost it. But he always had the tag team. He always been like the tag team guy, but he never won.
But
mid cards type of championship. That's him.
That belt that gives you eyes at least.
Yeah.
Get closer to the mic.
My fault. At least it gives you some type of eyes to Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Be like, yo, we got someone credible.
Yeah.
You have someone credible as your champion. Don't get me wrong. Gresham was nice.
Yeah.
I never seen him like in person.
And I told him,
like,
like, he's built. He's like he's 5'3", 180, but all muscle.
But he's still flexible like Apollo Crews, right? With the flippers.
Yeah, but he's just 5'3". Like he's a beast.
I'm sorry, but they gave it to the right guy because you got more notoriety.
No,
you
true.
want Ring of Honor just to blow up and make those tickets sell.
Yeah.
So that's
And
a good
also
thing.
in AEW, right? You have John Moxley, Dean Ambrose as an interim champion, but he said he's not interim. He's a 2-time champion. Whatever.
Well,
You have Claudio, formerly known as Cesaro. Now he's champion. You got Yuta,
which is the Ring of Honor Pure Champion. So that's
Pure
like
champion.
And that was kind of cool because I don't think have you ever seen the Pure Championship match? Because I know you saw it. It's like, oh wait, so there's certain rules for the Pure Championship. So they basically explained the rules before. So it's
corny to me. I'm sorry.
but that's like, so the Pure Championship basically like Sparkno Silva. It's kind of like a boxing or legit wrestling match. So there's no open closed fist. So either chops so you can't punch people, even though, but you can punch. You get 3 rope breaks. So if you're in a submission, you can hold the ropes only 3 times. After that, it's kind of like basketball. You get like 3 like flags, whatever. You only get 3. You get regular count out, but after if you don't finish the match within 20 minutes or whatever they give you, there's 3 judges that vote on whoever wins the match.
I did like that.
Yeah.
It was like boxing.
Yeah.
I like that. That was pretty cool.
And usually it doesn't go that far, but there's been matches of Ring of Honor that they voted.
And that's a match type, or that's the whole pay-per-view?
No, that's the Pure Championship. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like
the Will Yuta
whole
one. Yeah. So that's the Yuta and Garcia match. They basically wrestled. So if nobody got pinned or submitted within 20 minutes, it will go to the judges, and whoever gets 2 out of 3 wins the match.
If I remember, Daniel Garcia tapped out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
No,
and the promo he did after, I think it's on YouTube, but the promo that he did afterwards was kind of cool. You guys have to watch it, but so he did the
No
like
spoilers?
no, nothing crazy, but he basically was like cussing out Yuta, but it looked very like real. But they also have like beef with each other from before, so it kind of like he kind of crossed like the forbidden door.
I
Like
saluted him on that.
They beef
I was like-
between them, but it was
I
good.
was like,
So
fuck that
basically,
one.
everybody from the BCC has a champion
except Daniel Bryan.
except Daniel Bryan.
And he lost against Daniel Garcia on Wednesday against
Yo,
Which
that
is wild.
storyline about to be crazy.
yeah.
I can't wait.
I think
wait.
he's just gonna be like, yo, like
It was
what's
sucks.
going on
It was
here?
sucks to see him lose that match, but I was like,
Yeah.
all right, it is what it is. So
And lastly, we had they also had a match we didn't know about, but they had the Trios Championship for Ring of Honor. I think it was Dalton Castle and the Boys versus the fake Bray Wyatt. No, but that was his match.
which one was?
Dalton Castle and the Boys. It was for the Trios Championship for the Ring of Honor. It was good.
I would've gotten chicken wings,
but
too.
the Dalton Castle are basically like if it was remember the Spirit Squad.
Yeah.
It's similar to that.
Whoa, no.
They were.
Are you really
it's basically
defend this right now?
But it's basically Spirit Squad
You are
and
not gonna defend
remember
this,
the Rosebuds.
Yeah, Rosebuds. Thank
So
you.
it's like
That's
that,
a
like
good
more,
comparison.
something like
Thank
that.
you. It's more like the Rosebuds.
So Spirit Squad hurt your
No,
feelings?
no. I was
what
just
the
saying the
fuck?
comparison was wrong.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
But it's like a weird, like very happy, flamboyant, like team. That. But the good thing about him, it's like the main guy and his boys. He has a panel of like. So if those two can do it, and he got like 6 other people behind him, so you could pick any of the 2 So that's what they call him, the boys. So he could pick anybody to be his team.
All right.
So they used to be champions. And lastly, we have the FTR against the Briscoes on the 2 out of 3.
Rouge.
Yeah, that one we didn't predict it, but the Rouge,
that was last,
Rouge
right?
versus Dragon Lee, that was a good one too.
I didn't
That was
have,
really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
but we never made it.
Yeah,
So
because I think that got added afterwards, and there was a couple other matches in the pre-show that they were good.
So FTR versus the Brusco, we pick FTR
Yeah.
to keep the champion. Sorry, Briscoes.
But FTR was
Them boys.
I think
How about
honestly,
that?
I would say that match didn't need 3, and also besides just to add, remember I was like, oh, FTR, Briscoe's gonna win the first one, that FTR's gonna win the second one.
He called it.
I called it in the
Yeah, it's on.
So
it's
then,
on
yeah.
video.
So I was like, you have to put pressure on the champion. So that's why, like, the Briscoe won the first one, then FTR won the second one, then it went to 3. And the promo they did after was cool. I think the match two for me, I was not tired, but it was like almost 11, 10:30 by that time, and it was like I'm not tired of wrestling, but it was just like basically we've been here for like 5 hours.
Yep.
And it's just like by the time we got to that match, it was like I was drained. And we even got refreshments. Like I'm like, we need to load up again, and we like, but it was. I think it didn't need to be 2 out of 3.
Slow
Yeah.
building. I was just like, yo, this match is about to be a drag.
Yeah.
But once he did like the back suplex on the table, that's when it started getting.
Yeah.
I was just like,
I think that was at the second fall, but it was just like it was taking, I think, too long. Like
too long.
For me, it was. I was just.
How long
was
It was
the
almost an hour. Almost an hour.
Yeah, it was an hour match.
Yeah.
But
Not bad,
but
like-
they could work the hour.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
And I
of
feel
it.
like
That's
either
the
way,
premise.
I appreciate how they put like the lineup of the matches got to. You mentioned like you like a good beginning, middle, and end. I like that they put this one at the end. I feel like if I watched it, either let's say here or like pay-per-view, whatever, I feel like we'd be more comfortable and like enjoy more than like live. Because it's like people next to you.
I enjoyed the live.
No, it was good, but I feel like I wouldn't be as tired. You know what I'm saying? Like, because in my head, I'm thinking.
any sports that you go live is always better.
Yeah.
It's always better.
But I'm just thinking, for me, it's just
I
like-
went to a Red Sox
Yeah.
game and I hate baseball, but when I was there live, it's
Yeah.
lit. Even soccer. Shout out to the Revolution. But
Yeah,
that
but the
shit
thing
was
I'm
live.
just for me, it's just like in my head, I'm thinking like when that
Yeah.
match was going on, I'm like, all right, 1 fall. But then I look at the time, I was like, damn, we're gonna drive back to Providence, and it'll be like an hour. Then I can't fall asleep because he's driving. I was like, and for me, it's just like if I was like home watching it, like for me, if I was home watching, I could like I go up, go to bathroom, go something. So it's like the comfortableness of it rather than like because basically we're there for like almost 6 hours just watching wrestling,
damn.
5-6 hours. I think we got there
Yeah, we got
7
there at 7.
and almost like 11:30. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's what I was talking
That's
about.
longer than the
Now,
baseball
Let's get to
game.
the point where I was talking about.
Okay.
There's so many.
But you were saying that after like on the second
I
match.
know, but it's just like, yo, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I think WWE does change it a bit, but like I'm watching like these AEW like, and then Ring of Honor since AEW owns them now.
Yeah.
But it's just like you're watching these matches. It's just like, yo, I need something to kind of stop the pacing of these wrestling matches, just to give me something different.
Okay.
You feel me?
There were
And it's just
promos,
like, yo,
but-
So
like watch it for the Bill and Daughter, right? And then you can chime in.
okay.
Like you're watching that, and it's just like
It's
I
more of a
love the
question.
wrestling matches. I love it. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like, yo, I need a type of video to stop the action and be like, I bet I
Give
need
you
some
a
type
break,
of promo.
so-
Yes,
so-
I need a promo.
So it was
or
just
something.
straight wrestling?
But that's
In the beginning,
thing.
there was promo. So basically, they did the pre-show, and that's where most of
the announcer saying something. Is a
no.
promo?
No. So there was the announcement. There was some matches, and they were doing cutting promos in between about kind of like the background
Remind me.
story of like giving you a background, a refresher of what the,
dog
match.
matches. Yes. the
Yeah.
dog
So they were
matches.
giving you like, oh, the FTR and Briscoes have a story, blah blah blah, and he'll go on like a story time.
Oh, but those don't count. You're talking about like the video montage.
Yeah, so those are
Yeah,
the
those don't
their
count.
promos. They don't do promos like back.
Like,
It's not WWE
I
either.
get it, and I feel you.
Yeah.
It's just like, yo, I just needed something different.
Because that one literally was like when the show started, it was like
But real
match,
quick,
match.
Let's pivot real quick and let's talk about. I'm glad you brought it in. How do you feel about Vince McMahon retiring from WWE and Triple H taking over of the creative side? What's your like thoughts into it?
As long as it's not childish.
No, it's TV 14 now.
Okay, perfect. As long as it's not childish, I agree. I'm upset, but I am happy
Yeah,
that
that's
Vince McMahon is out. Because that's my childhood.
So it's kind of like for basketball when you were like.
Then
no,
seriously, my
that's
childhood.
deep. Yeah, he's not
But
around.
he's coming from a casual
Yeah.
But he grew up with.
So it's kind of like
Undertaker,
basketball, like
The
Adam
Rock,
Silver,
the
like
Stone
you,
Cold.
he basically grew up in like Vince McMahon era.
It's not when
Like,
it's not when Vince used to work the tables and do the commentary. He's talking about like Vince
Like
McMahon
Yeah.
creating the show and like that's what
all
he.
our lifetimes, though.
Like I was watching wrestling from like
Yeah.
2002 to 2010.
That's
like
good.
nonstop.
That's good.
Yeah.
So you
Basically
saw
like
when
Attitude
Kofi
Era,
Kingston
yeah.
changed his Jamaican accent to
Yeah,
right?
I saw all that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now, like, I would watch it, like, casually now, and I just didn't like where WWE was going, and I think Triple H is gonna do a crazy good job on this.
Do you
Hopefully.
Your boy.
I know. I
Don't give
think.
him
I
high
think.
hopes.
I think he
Don't
is.
give him high
Let me.
hopes.
Oh, no, go ahead.
So I would say, whatever happened with Vince, like the legal stuff, he needs to resolve that. I appreciate that he stepped down so the company doesn't fall. I like that Triple H taking over, and we saw what he could do with that. Like, let's say he took over NXT for like a minute, so
Yeah,
we know
NXT
what
was
he could,
beautiful.
how he could develop stars and like build people. I would say people like that you like potentially could get a chance for the main title. Ciampa.
Ciampa, yeah.
So now with Triple H being there, now potentially, because he's like, oh, Ciampa going the title. I was like, but
Oscar.
so people that like,
Gargano. We're talking about these bad.
I think there's talks about Gargano being the
Wait,
replacement.
hold. Why are you bringing my Lord and Savior into this?
They're not going to sell tickets. You don't realize
They
that.
did.
Gargano doesn't sell
I'm
tickets.
sorry.
Are you?
The brand sells the tickets. Not
I think
the
he's gonna be the
wrestler.
replacement.
You gotta realize, you guys, NXT sold because I get it. It wasn't the wrestler, but besides, I can say literally probably like Adam Cole, none of them were selling tickets like that. And you better stop. It was just
Finn Balor did.
everybody was contributing to that.
But Finn Balor did. Samoa Joe did.
You're not going just for Finn Balor.
You really going against
Yeah.
DIY? Yo, he's really going against DIY.
You know who DIY?
Yo.
Stop. But listen. I'm talking about that one solo act. You're going there to see Adam Cole. Was it DIY, whatever you want to call him?
That's their
Doing
tag team
yourself.
name, yeah. Ciampa
AOP,
and Gargano.
Keith Lee during the time. Yeah, it's a combination of everybody. I'm telling you, one superstar. Listen, you're saying Ciampa's okay. Ciampa gets the title.
That's my go-to guy. Yeah.
Yes, you're
But you have
invited
Finn.
to go. But as a casual fan, would you care if Ciampa was a champion? You don't even know who Ciampa is, right?
He's working with the Miz right now. He's the ball headed.
Let me ask you.
I'm giving him a description just to see if he.
So your argument is saying that not one person can sell a ticket, can sell tickets
From NXT.
Wait, no.
For-
Wrestlers though. What I'm talking about is, you know who Roman Reigns is, and you don't watch wrestling right now.
But did he know that Triple H worked with him and built him up?
I knew that, and I didn't just start watching Roman Reigns. I knew him from the Shield.
Yeah.
You knew that Seth Rollins was also work under Triple H.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but
NXT,
you know
he was a
Roman
wrestler.
Reigns is selling tickets, right? Like if Brock Lesnar.
I don't like Roman Reigns.
All right, but if Brock Lesnar came to Providence, you're gonna go see Brock Lesnar, right?
Who would not?
Okay, if Tommaso Ciampa was coming to Rhode Island, do you care?
No. If
Thank you.
if I was watching him during the era I was watching wrestling, then yes.
Because he hasn't been active enough to make
I see
an
where you're
educated decision.
I'm just saying, as a casual person, don't forget about the name. If you see Tommaso Ciampa, you're like, yo, who's this guy with a beard and he has the belt?
He basically looks
All right,
like
you're gonna go see that guy.
If Sasha Banks returned back to the
Yes.
ring and she
She's
went from
NXT.
NXT.
Kiss his ass.
Yes.
But NXT,
Yes.
No. But I'm saying names that he knows that work from NXT and they've brought the
Yes.
show. Like Ciampa was the average dude. You call him an average dude, but in the Indies they respected him. In NXT, he did nearly all the belts except for the North American,
yes.
and then he's working on the high card. You're trying to put my boy.
No,
Don't bury my boy, man.
I'm not burying him.
Put the shovel away.
All I'm saying
Put the
is,
shovel
wrestler-
away.
I had this conversation with y'all 2 weeks ago about
I know.
wrestlers just don't sell tickets, and I told you.
But it all depends, Frank, because you can't compare what I watch to people that actually watch it all the time.
True. And
Trying to
I
remember a
agree with
recent
you,
wrestling
but
match.
He's the 5%.
Kurt Angle.
Most
A
people-
wrestler.
No. Currently, like
Yeah, but there's people that watch wrestling like non-stop.
Of
who
course
had
it
a
is.
wrestling
I'm the
wrestling match
5%er that doesn't watch it all the time.
He would have
No,
gone
you're
crazy.
not a hardcore fan.
Besides Ring of
That's why
Honor,
I'm the 5%er.
No,
There's
okay.
a whole bunch of people
because
that
he's a
watch
big AEW. I'm
Cody and-
okay. The Daniel Bryan match. Did you the
which one?
Bryan Danielson match? Did you enjoy that match?
What
Yesterday.
match, though? With who?
Where Daniel Garcia last night?
That's a wrestler match.
That's a wrestler match.
But I expect that. That's what AEW is promoting. That's what I'm expecting.
They do promos too.
don't realize
Jade is a promo.
That's what I'm expecting to happen.
Freaking Jericho is a
don't
promo.
realize.
Did you enjoy the promo? No.
Okay,
Dead ass
go ahead,
question.
go ahead.
Did you really enjoy the promo between Jon Moxley and Chris Jericho at the end? When they were doing like, I don't want the Le Champion or the Pain.
I want the
no,
Payback.
I want
the Ironheart.
the Lionheart. Yeah. Were you?
It's okay to me, but I understand where it was coming from.
But you understand that's a promo.
AEW's been promoting.
That's a promo.
Wrestling, they promoting.
That's a show.
Wrestlers, professional wrestlers. I know what I expect from AEW. WWE doesn't
Ricky
promote
Starr versus
wrestling
Hook.
wrestlers, huh?
Ricky Stark versus Hook. That was almost a wrestling. It was almost. I said almost.
No, that was like it was.
not
It
getting
was.
my point,
No,
though,
but
yeah.
for WWE, I would say
But I'm saying Hook. Hook is the son of Taz, right?
Okay, yeah.
it was good.
And the kid had no type of skill whatsoever. Now they gave him a belt last night. When you saw,
Nobody cares about, but okay.
But his dad's belt. This story behind this. That's a story.
Stop. Tell me the storylines where Hook got the belt now. Tell me the storylines with the FTW belt now.
Because
Ricky Starr, Brian Cage,
What story was
Taz.
being told? What
well, he
story
was
is
part
being
of that
told
group.
with that?
So that
During
he was,
the pandemic, it was like Brian Cage facing any open challenge for the belt, and he won it.
No,
Lost
but-
it to Ricky Stark.
Stop.
Ricky Stark got hurt. Unfortunately, he had bad timing, but he still made
Stop.
it very, very important. And then Hook took over.
But I would say the Hook story for Ricky Stark, basically, he was part of the group with the FTW. He kind of like stepped away.
Taz is the head.
Yeah,
and,
so Taz is
he's the
Taz's
kid.
dad. So then he stepped away. He basically wanted to do his thing. Hook basically went a solo thing. He was with Danhausen. Danhausen lost the title match, and Ricky Starr was like, I guess still got time. I want another person. Then basically Hook and Danhausen were tag team. So it was like, I'll not defend my boy, but basically like go and beat him for my boy. Then
Yep.
he took the title and left. So basically he took the title back home.
Okay.
Literally home, because it's his dad's title. So it's like this. There is a story there. You just have
The
to.
TNT champion got a more storyline to it than the FTW.
That
belt.
You want many-
championship
like a Lady
is
Goldberg?
watered down.
But that's what I'm saying. You're comparing. You're saying, yo, now the FTW belt got notoriety to it. What?
Because it went back to the
No.
family.
Probably. When Hook
Remember
was on it,
that
there's no
Taz,
storyline
when
to
the
it.
belt
Stop.
first came out, Taz was undefeated with that thing for years.
And
Took
why
a
did you
break,
care?
he retired, brought the belt to a young wrestling company, made it and gave it to Brian Cage, and they try to elevate it once again. We're talking about the
And
FTW.
Nobody cared. It was going for like months. Nobody cared.
Get
about
closer
that
to the
belt.
mic.
Nobody cared about that belt. The belt was gone. There was no storyline for it. Next, I'm sorry. Nobody cares about the belt. It just.
Do you
it's like-
care about the belt now?
No. I care more about the All-Atlantic belt than I do with this FTW belt. I'm being real. Sorry.
All right, now that we cool off our engine just a bit, right? We're gonna talk about predictions. SummerSlam is coming this Saturday. So if you're seeing this video, Luisito did an amazing job right now with the presentation. So thank you in advance for your hard work. So SummerSlam, July 30th. I think it's in where? Not New York. It's
No,
in
it's Nashville.
Nashville, Tennessee.
Because I think they have Jeff Jarrett. That's why.
So we're gonna talk about. Do you want to start with like from the bottom up, or do you?
Yeah, I
want
will leave the last two like main titles to last. Because I
Okay.
think that we have a lot of opinions about those.
All right. So first matchup, right? We have the Mysterio versus the Judgment Day as a no disqualification, fellas. Who do you have for the first for this match?
Jeez, I'll start it off.
He's gonna go with whoever everybody doesn't like.
That's why you go first.
I know this man too well.
I'm gonna go with the Mysterios on this, but
Interesting.
however, I think Dominic's gonna turn on this one
Okay.
because I think the Judgment Day is gonna take him
Yeah.
as their like protege, not protege, but like he's gonna be that member of that group. Who knows? Or whoever that
Yeah.
surprise member is gonna show up.
There's a fourth one.
They will be, but not yet.
Ah,
Yeah. I would second. I will second that. Yes, the Mysterios, but he won't turn. I think the sister will get involved and help out to manage Rhea Ripley. So, because she got on Monday, she had beef with Ripley. The whole thing, her and Ripley, the sister was dating, TV dating Murphy. Buddy Murphy, and now in real life, Rhea Ripley's dating Murphy, so they're trying to make that like dating stuff together. But I think that you might have one more. I think you might have one more match, like a family thing. I think his Dominic will turn eventually on the family and join, but I don't think it's the time yet. I think you have to incorporate the daughter, so you have one resolution of that, then eventually turn on them.
Leave the family alone, huh?
Hey, Dom, who you got? Do you like the 619? Do you like?
I love 619. I love Rey Mysterio, but I'm gonna go with Finn Balor.
Okay, Judgment Day. Okay, I'm also going with Judgment Day on this. Yeah, because like even though Aaliyah might join in, I think Rhea is still the equalizer and the Punisher, so she ain't gonna be a problem. I definitely think they're gonna cheat for this W as well. Finn Balor's definitely.
Yeah.
Well, but I'm just saying, like, you know, there's no way you're gonna like mess up this match. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Finn is definitely gonna do his stomp. Boom. Call it 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, because I know Mysterio had the 20-year anniversary last week, so that was like his hooray. Now
Congrats
it's like
too.
your time to like pull people over.
Rey Mysterio, man.
Who do you think is the best wrestler in that card?
Finn Balor.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Huh?
Wait, hold on. Let me rephrase
You guys
that.
better stop.
Wrestler
Now.
currently
Now.
between all like people in the match, I will say Finn Balor.
He's so
Wrestler.
referred to-
40 years old. What? Rey Mysterio's what? 40 something.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like the same age.
No, 30-something, 40-something.
Rey Mysterio. I'm sorry.
Ray is a little bit slower.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He's
No,
just
just
slower.
because of the age, I would say if
He's
you
just
have to
slower.
rank them, I'll be like Finn Balor, Rey Mysterio, Damian Priest, then Dominic.
Rhea Ripley should be number 1.
But she's not in the match.
Yeah,
That's
she's gonna get involved because it's non-DQ.
Rey Mysterio is 47.
Yeah.
And Baylor is 41.
Because he was 20 years in WWE,
And
not the other WCW.
As a 41 man, just like Tom Brady, he's a pretty boy.
But now, if you remember, he was WCW. He also was in
Finn Balor.
AAA.
Yeah, he looks young. Yeah.
So like he had over almost 40 years. He
Green
started when he
eyes,
was
white
17.
skin. That's a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card right there.
That's a mix.
So yeah, all right. So our table
So
is
2-1
split.
split,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It was a
2v2.
2v2. Next match we have is Logan Paul versus The Miz, a storyline that's been building up since WrestleMania when The Miz turned on.
He had a change of heart last episode. It wasn't you. You had
I
to
had to change of heart
He
about
had
The
but the Miz. Because remember, it was like
He
the Miz
doesn't
is like.
listen. You can tell he didn't listen to the last episode.
That's all right.
What did I say about The Miz?
No, but after reevaluating, he recognized that the Miz was kind of like not the gatekeeper, but like remember what was like
Yes,
pushing.
you did mention that. Yeah.
So now the last episode he mentioned because he wasn't a big fan of the Miz, and he was like, you know what? After reevaluating, yes, he is what he's supposed to be doing. So I think he's gonna put over Logan, and I think Logan will win. He has to win.
So
But-
part of the conversation part of the conversation we had last week is like the old heads, right? New heads are building up. Old heads, I believe they should be able to work those spots that people want to go to bathroom break and just try to keep the audience still involved. And like out of all the wrestlers,
Miz is that guy.
Miz is that guy. Miz has been doing it.
Don't go to the bathroom. Stay here.
No,
Miz
but
is
he
that guy.
does. He has that light that everybody's just attracted to, and you just listen to what he says. You know what I'm saying?
Talking wise, 100%.
But even the
Wrestling
wrestling.
too, he's very technical.
Yeah.
He's technical.
I like the Miz.
Wow. All right, so let's go with our pick. So is the Miz your pick, Dom? All right.
I'm taking The Miz.
Luisito?
Logan Paul.
Wow, the YouTuber. All right. Hopefully he follows this channel.
No comment. I ain't answering this one.
There's not.
He forfeit that one.
That's his bathroom break right there. All right, I'm gonna go with the Miz. Hopefully, with Maurice. Please show up in a beautiful dress. But Maurice, interference, giving the Miz a dirty win. That's my prediction. So, Miz.
They won in WrestleMania, right? Yeah, they did.
The tag team won in WrestleMania.
Yeah, because they were against some Mysterios.
And then
If I had
he
to
just
pick,
betrayed
would
him
be
after,
Miz.
right?
Yeah.
You could still pick.
Yeah.
Taking the
All
Miz.
right, so
3-1. Okay.
3-1 to Luisito. All right. So we have the U.S. Championship, Bobby Lashley versus Austin Theory. Austin Theory has now been called, his new tag is Where's Your Daddy? Now that Vince McMahon is.
What's up with his daddy?
Vince McMahon?
Oh, okay.
Where's your daddy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because he
Where's
was
your
like the golden
daddy?
boy. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you went to TV 14. I
don't
thought
know.
real life
No.
stuff.
Roman Reigns was like,
Yeah.
what are you doing in my ring? Your daddy's not even here.
Oh, with Vince.
Yeah.
Okay,
WWE
makes
has
sense.
no filter. Like the man just left.
Oh yeah. And it was like, yep, we're gonna take every shot we can. And Austin took it like a G, and then he got slapped in the back of the head by one of the Uso. I was like, ooh, they're about to break him. But Bobby and Theory has been kind of going back and forth during the regular show. So Bobby being Bobby and Austin, you know how it's
He beat
body
him.
type. His body type to Bobby Lashley is like,
Yeah.
But I'm going first. I'm picking Bobby Lashley retaining the belt.
The same. Bobby Lashley's keeping it.
Austin Theory's gonna win.
The title?
Yes.
Okay.
As the shocker of the SummerSlam show, because I don't think none of the titles are moving. However, he's gonna lose his Money in the Bank opportunity since he got the USA belt.
So you think
Okay.
he's gonna win the belt, cash it in that same night?
I don't know about cashing in, but him having that belt already disqualifies him.
What
He's
do you
gonna lose.
So you think so? His cash is he
His
cashing
cash
in?
in won't matter. That's what I meant to say.
But he could be double champion.
he
No, I just said he could be double champion.
three belt? Austin.
No, it's not gonna happen against Roman Reigns. Come on now, guys.
I'm just.
That's the only
Yeah.
person? Really? You forgot about Brock Lesnar? Like that's the only person you're gonna think about. Roman Reigns.
Remember,
That's because Roman Reigns is there. He's not.
Solid joke.
Dude, I will be more afraid of Brock Lesnar. I won't even try to get in that same ring. Unless if he's having like a funny moment, I would not be in that same ring with that man.
But you know, so you said a theory, okay?
No,
Cool.
but because Roman Reigns is gonna be like El Cuco and I'm like, fuck
I don't even like Roman, but I'll take Bobby.
Bobby,
Bobby.
Yeah.
So
3-1.
damn, you really went with Theory.
You know how I like my boy Theory, even though he could be.
Does anybody like Theory?
He's
Nah, he's a pest.
yeah.
He's
So he
doing
basically-
his job. He knows how to talk. He has been NLW champion before.
He was Evolve champion before.
Evolve champion.
But I will say if you could put people together, he's kind of like a little bit of John Cena, a little bit of Randy Orton, and like smushed together.
I don't see what you
And it
guys
didn't
get
come
from
out. You know when like Dragon Ball Z when they like morph and it come out the wrong way.
Yeah.
So he's like that. If you put
White
like
boy,
Randy Orton and John
buzz
Cena and it
cut.
come out the wrong way. So, yeah. So he's like that.
Okay.
So he served his purpose.
Okay.
But like. They just pushing him too much. Like what they've been trying to do with Roman, they've been shoving it up like
push.
yeah. Which it worked for Roman eventually because he
After
learned how to
years.
like after he got like shut down by John Cena. Eventually he was, but that's something. But he got the
After he took his break,
Yeah.
took some acting class, and then came back. Then he became more
Yeah.
like likable. But I know.
I still don't like him.
I mean,
He's a good heel.
all right.
Yeah.
Well, to each their own. All right, bet. The undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship, the Usos champion versus the Street Profits. Special guest is Jeff Jarrett.
I don't get how Jeff Jarrett is a special.
Because
Because it's in Nashville.
It is in Tennessee.
Okay.
Double
I
J?
get it.
Jeff Jarrett.
Still a bit.
It's the same dude. If when you're looking at like if you look him up, he's gonna be facing Ric Flair in the last match with Jay
Yeah.
He's
Lethal.
a dude. He always got a guitar. He's always blasting somebody. You ever seen him?
So he's gonna be the special referee in that match.
But yeah, no, I think the Usos. Yeah, the Usos. Yeah, so he's I think they just brought him just because it's Nashville. That's like the special guest referee. I don't know if he's
There's
gonna
nobody
get
else.
from Nashville. No,
No.
The what honky tonk?
Well,
Like you can't. Like you
is
can't.
Kane mayor in Tennessee or Indiana?
I think he said it, but you're not gonna bring Kane to be a referee.
Well, no,
like Mark Jacobs.
No,
whatever.
no. They because Kane politically said certain things against the whole abortion thing. Like some people
But
are just like against.
I think
that,
Jeff Jarrett wants a payout. Basically,
politics. So.
He just wants a payout. So he basically doing SummerSlam that Saturday and Sunday. He's facing Ric Flair, and it's in nearby.
That's not bad.
Yeah, no, true. He just brought eyes to to the show,
So
but
Ric Flair's last match is against him.
well, it's a tag team match. So it's him and Andrade
His son-in-law.
together against Jeff Jarrett against Jay Lethal.
which Jay Lethal was like one of his best apprentices
Yeah.
when he was in. Like,
You should watch that. That's on YouTube. You should watch this. They did a promo. They were wooing. You know how Ric Flair said, "Woo!" They were wooing back and forth for like 5 minutes. It's so dumb. Yeah. But
TNA. That was a good time.
but I think the Usos will win. But I think this will be a good chance for. I think Jeff Jarrett's gonna get involved somehow. I think Solo Sikoa we might see him on SummerSlam
to help out his older brothers.
Yep.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that comment, but okay. Frank, who's your pick? Street Profit or the Usos?
I'm going with the Usos. However, if the Street Profits do win, that means Roman's losing his belt.
Ooh.
Well,
Okay.
Okay. A chain reaction.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
gonna go with the Usos as well.
Yeah.
Keeping it. I'm going with the Street Profit, man.
Okay.
If Street Profit could win this, it's gonna look great on them. But if they lose, I'm hoping there's a.
They will be a split. They have to be a split.
I'm hoping this is a split.
Yeah.
Like they go against each other.
I agree with you. Yeah.
Because Montez needs to be running on his own.
Which is crazy. I was listening to Busted Open, or whatever, Busted.
Yeah.
Open. They were saying, like, Road Dogg was like, yo, 5 years ago, they was talking about Montez Ford, like, he was the top guy.
He is.
I think
It was just too
Heyman
old.
was
Yeah.
vouching for Montez Ford.
Yeah.
I think if they lose, I think Montez is going to start getting that push.
Because
100%.
And we've seen what he could do as a singles competitor when he went against Roman Reigns for a bit. Like, I think last year during the COVID thing.
Dawkins, the big guy, he has been in the performance center for nearly like 7 years. Like people say, like he has like seniority and all that shit. Like he was not going nowhere but the PSC. As soon as Monte Ford joined in and they started working together, that's when they like started to pop off in NXT, and now they're killing it.
I hope he don't. I'm saying I hope they have to split eventually, but it's gonna hurt more Dawkins than.
Which is fine.
100%.
That's what happens.
It's
Like,
fine.
the same thing with Otis and his
losing
partner.
his job on this.
Like the
though.
partner just like became a jobber and just disappeared.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Dawkins might lose his job after that. I ain't gonna front with you.
He could, since it's run by WWE,
He got the
Triple
money.
H. He could go back to NXT.
No.
Apollo did it.
Listen, number one,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
as a businessman, right? As a businessman, Dawkins is perfectly fine. Why? Because he has been in multiple pay-per-view, especially WrestleMania, and you know what comes with that?
you get residuals.
Royalty.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course. I'm not
So
saying
he's set.
that.
So
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that. So if Dawkins go be buried because of Monte Ford under his shadow, I'm okay with
I don't
it.
want to see nobody get buried though. But
I do.
It's part of the
Yeah,
business.
somebody got
Yeah,
to.
Monte
messed up.
Ford,
You're
Monte Ford got bigger,
Yeah, for a reason,
leaner,
yeah.
stronger. Yo, he's ready to
I
be.
think they're ready for that push. Yeah, 100%.
I need that. Like, I need him to be
You've
heavyweight.
been calling it for a minute too.
And Chopper too, both of them. Oh, you guys! All right, let's talk about something more funny. All right, Happy Corbin versus Pat McAfee.
You need a filler on the. Didn't you want promos?
So-
This is your promo for your
so
promo
two
match.
that's a promo.
They have
Yeah.
Two former Indianapolis Colts teammates,
roommates.
and they're going at it in the ring.
Oh, really?
They were
Yeah.
roommates.
that's
They
right.
were on the same team at the same time. What was it? Corbin didn't make it. Like he was a part of the team that he got cut. So like they have some story.
Storylines there. Okay,
It's
I-
personal type of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And they're bringing it to the light, which I'm really excited
Yeah.
for. So I want to see Pat fly. I want him to try to do that somersault.
I think it's gonna be he's gonna punt him. There's gonna be a punt and it's gonna win him. But I think Pat McAfee over Corbin.
I'll take Pat just because I saw him in WrestleMania.
Ooh.
Who you got? Corbin.
Guys, I'm done. I'm not hearing this.
Oh, sure.
Like always, a commentator got to do something.
And then 2 minutes later, he'd be
commentator gotta always
like,
do
you know what?
something.
I picked this.
Commentator got to always do something. Like, come on. Like, stop.
If you go to the
Stop.
WWE IG,
Josh, you're gonna make me yell right now, please. All I'm saying is, you put Pat McAfee in that position. You could have gave that to somebody else.
All right, hold on. Who?
I don't have the roster in the top.
No,
of my
if you,
head right now.
if
Nakamura,
Shinsuke has no story at all.
He's working with
nobody.
Gunther. No, Gunther.
That's creator's fault. That's not Pat.
He was working with Gunther.
Pat McAfee's sitting at the table, and how does he have a storyline? Please, someone explain it.
It's-
Because
we just
he's
told
a
you.
hell of a talker. He has a podcast and he talks mad shit.
I don't want to hear that.
He-
Boys, no.
So I would say
How you think he got that match with Adam Cole?
talking shit.
Talking shit.
no, stop.
But
There's
I would
other
say,
people
I would
deserve
say,
it.
if that match wasn't there,
Bro.
I would have put the IC title
What?
Gunther against somebody. That would have been a fine match to replace him. But besides that, there's nobody on the roster that you
Not
put
even
that.
Mad Rag. He's
There's no, but I'm saying nobody in the roster that you could put. Let's say men's division.
even
Put
Jinder?
Damian Priest or something like that.
He's in the match with.
he's working with the
it's not-
Mysterios.
it's
Who? That's what I'm saying. Who else will you replace that match with? The only besides the IC title, there's nobody
Veer?
else.
You're gonna put Veer, Jinder.
Put there. I don't care.
Really?
Get the Frank. Go to sleep. Man.
Yeah, come on.
Man, this is the match I'm thinking of right now. Shh. That's a good sleeper right
Enjoy
there.
that bathroom
That's
break.
a good text.
You're gonna
right there.
Saturday. He's gonna be like, oh, sleeping. He's gonna be so excited with the match. We're like,
Oh my God.
I'm gonna text during that one.
All right, we'll see.
Now we're gonna be here watching it.
We'll see.
I'm gonna text throughout that whole.
All right, bet. All right, bet. So let's move on. Raw Women Championship. We have Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch being the challenger. Who is keeping? Is someone keeping or losing the belt?
Keeping. She's keeping it.
Belair.
Yeah.
Belair.
Do you see husband and wife being champion, or do you see them all being?
Belair's keeping it.
Yeah.
Becky Lynch there.
I mean,
Ooh,
Becky had the win in WrestleMania. I think 36 seconds, whatever. 30 seconds, whatever.
I thought that was Survivor.
I think it was Mania because I think she was. So then,
she got hit in the face, right?
but that was like Survivor Series like 2 years ago. But she came back, whatever. So she beat her, then won again. And now she's been the title holder since then. But
WrestleMania.
Since WrestleMania.
since a little bit after WrestleMania because she Bianca.
I'm going with Belair.
Yeah.
Belair. All right, unanimous. I like it.
I respect that.
I like Becky though. I like her. She's
Yeah.
a good fighter.
Now this one, I think you could start making a little white noise in the background. SmackDown Women Championship. We have Liv Morgan versus
That's what
Ronda
it'll
Rousey.
That'll be my time.
I love. Look, I'm happy for Liv Morgan finally getting the push. Unfortunately, I did not want it to be with Ronda Rousey. Once I wanted Ronda Rousey to take a break and have Liv Morgan work with Alexa Bliss, Natalia, someone else to give her more of a better look.
Wow, but you want Pat McAfee? You was not talking about that with Pat McAfee, but you're saying that for the women.
Did you saw the promo video that they did on? Okay, so before I was really interrupted earlier by this man right here, WWE showed a clip of what happened in the show. Right, Pat McAfee was commentary with Michael Cole, and then Happy Corbin just went from the back over the barricade, right, and did like that 300 kick on Pat McAfee. That shit was perfect.
Okay, but and was that how the story started? Right?
No, they were talking shit.
No, Pat McAfee was talking shit since before.
Yeah.
Because remember, Corbin
Okay,
and
you can just do that for anybody. AEW does that and be like, I bet it's a pay per view.
But the thing is that
next
when
night-
he make noise, it hits and people react to it. Then us
'Cause
who are
remember,
like
he's a
nobody,
commentator, so
and
he's-
they just ignore us
because he's
Like,
talking
Pat
shit
McAfee
either
has a
way, no matter
voice.
what. Like he's talking shit all day long on everybody.
Okay.
So remember, Madcap Moss and him been at it for like I don't know 6 months, and he's always been rooting for Madcap Moss. So
Yep.
Corbin hears that and keeps eating away from him, so he just got sick of it and just attacked him. But that match is gonna suck. The Liv Morgan and
I'm afraid.
but I will
it
say,
is.
I hope it proves you wrong.
I hope you know what
You're
Liv
gonna be in
Morgan.
the bathroom. What are you talking about?
No, I'm just gonna be sleeping.
I do have a question.
What's
Yes,
up?
yes.
What is that wrestler's name? I think it's Nikki. She's
Nikki.
ASH,
Nikki, almost
superhero?
She has a cape.
Nikki ASH.
she's
Nick-
a little bit thicker and she like
Oh, it's
she like does a split.
Oh
La
my
Morena.
God,
She does like a split to like.
Oh, Melina?
No,
NXT girl. She does the split to a
Naomi.
pin.
Is it
Naomi.
Naomi?
Nah, Naomi.
He said
Naomi?
Twerking does.
Oh, Nikita Lyon.
Nikki and Lion. There you go.
That's probably what
from
you're talking about.
NXT.
I think so.
yeah,
Let me-
blonde hair girl. Yeah.
Blonde hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nikita Lyons, yeah.
Nikita
Lyons?
Lyons.
Yeah.
I thought he was talking about Naomi.
No,
You're like,
she's still in NXT. She's not.
she's
She
a
hasn't. She
rebellion.
hasn't.
Nikita Lyons, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're watching this, Nikita Lyons, just understand. I'm in love with you.
Shoot your shot, brother. Shoot your
And,
shot.
you know, just hit me up on Instagram. All right?
Luminous Views.
Luminous
He's gonna
Views,
give you
hit me
the
up on
best
Instagram.
view that the world will ever.
Exactly. It's Providence, but I'll give you the best view in the world, all right?
Take her to rooftop
I'll
or
take
something.
it. I'll take it on the borderline of Rhode Island, Connecticut. And I'll be like, yo, you ever been in both places at the same time?
Yeah, there you go.
My
And he'll take it to like Emerald Mall, just the border mass and yeah,
You know, we'll go watch movies and EP. We'll do something. We'll do something. But just understand it. I love you, okay?
all right.
There you go.
Hey,
wanted to throw
I'm
that
proud
out
of
there.
you, man. That was bold.
Yeah, I
That was
hope she.
bold.
I'm gonna literally we're gonna post it. I hope
And
she reads
just
about.
tag you right
Yeah.
there, like.
That's the main one right there,
Yeah,
right?
the main one.
Yeah, that's the main. Right
I
there.
love you, okay? Just know that one, all right?
all hearts, all hearts. All right, so
Liv Morgan, Ronda Rousey. It's not gonna be a good match, but I think Liv Morgan should keep it. Ronda Rousey needs to go
I
home.
think Liv is
There's nothing else for her to do?
I'm done. Go ahead. Sorry.
Ronda as a challenger is not of that eye appealing like Brock Lesnar
Yeah.
being a.
Because she can't wrestle.
That's-
She can't.
I
She's
know,
not a
I know.
sports entertainer.
Yeah, she's not. But Brock is a great wrestler.
Here we go. Don't let me get started on this, please.
But go ahead. Go ahead. Let's just get
He
to
forgot he used to wrestle in high school and stuff like that.
Yeah,
In
but
football,
then
like he won championship. Like Brock is not.
All right. Continue.
All right, so Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
Morgan.
Rousey or Liv Morgan.
I don't like Rousey, so a little more.
It doesn't matter what you think. All right.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so final pick. Ready? We're talking about the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. We have Roman Reigns versus Mr. Why I forgot his
Brock
name.
Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar and the last man standing.
I'll tell you how long the match is gonna last.
Brock
Under
Lesnar.
5 minutes.
Brock Lesnar.
Wow.
All of them did. No.
Brock
Last
Lesnar.
man standing.
What is this? Brock Lesnar,
This-
Roman Reigns, 6 or something? 7, 8, 9, 10?
Probably.
11?
Yeah,
12,
this,
13.
yeah, it's longer than the Rocky movie. I definitely give you that. But
There's nobody else. That's the issue. There's nobody else for Roman. You have to keep bringing.
Then just
no, but hold on.
title up.
Did he come back? I didn't see Friday. But it's still for now. We still got Brock and Roman because
Yeah.
I know Goldberg was supposed to be the substitute just in case.
Lord.
Because
Goldberg's storyline just he comes in.
no, because Brock Lesnar was because he heard the news because he
yo,
because he
yo,
You can bring your Goldberg.
yo.
For Pat McAfee, you
Yeah,
can do
Pat,
it.
you
That's
got-
a storyline.
you
Okay.
you got someone living in his head rent free, man. Like you.
So, no, but
you're
Brock
doing a hell
Lesnar
of a
was
job.
like
Go
when
on
he
this
heard the
podcast
news
and
for
tell him that. I
when he
don't
heard
care.
the Vince news that he was retired.
I can't
Then,
wait to see that. I can't wait to see that episode. But
But yeah, no. So when Brock heard the news about Vince retiring, he was like, "I'm done. If it's done, I'm done." So he kind of like called it quits the week before, like when the news came out. So then they were kind of like Goldberg was kind of like I think he got 2 more matches for his contract, like pending. Yeah, he still got a Legends contract. He's still got 2 matches pending. And they could do it for Saudi Arabia, whatever. But he got two matches. So basically, Goldberg will be the backup just in case. But so far, if it's Brock and Roman, I pick Roman. And Theory will try to cash in and not be successful.
And
The
that's
same
why I
night?
told
The same
you.
night?
The same
But
night.
he's gonna have the USA belt. That's the.
I don't
only
think
way
he's. I
see
think he's
that
gonna leave.
over Bobby,
I think he's gonna leave.
You know what? I'm
I
sorry.
think Theory will
I
leave
lost
a
my
loser.
composure. I lost my
At
composure.
SummerSlam. Lose for me. It's like he will lose at the US champion and try to get the undisputed one and lose that one too.
Okay.
What I just don't understand is
Okay.
Goldberg will just
So Goldberg was a
Just
backup.
jump into it?
No.
Yeah, but Pat McAfee got a storyline, right?
That's what I'm saying.
No, so
Goldberg doesn't have a storyline.
Thank you.
But that's
Thank
the only
you.
thing.
But that's what I'm saying.
But the only match.
Goldberg
Sorry.
does sell tickets though, but I just don't understand
No.
the.
So I think because if Brock didn't show up, you won't have a person to go against Roman.
And Roman sells ticket right now.
Unless
So
you
then
bring
throw
Cody Rhodes
Goldberg.
in.
He got one more. Basically, to complete the contract, you got one more match. Throw Goldberg there. He's gonna lose, but just throw him there just to fill.
If
That's
Brock-
what happened for WrestleMania.
If Brock is a man of his word,
No, so I think it was. I think it was Was it Roman against not Bray Wyatt, the other guy, Braun Strowman, and they throw. I think Roman couldn't make it, or something happened. I think he had COVID or whatever happened. So they threw Goldberg. So it was Goldberg against Braun, and Braun beat him. So basically, Goldberg.
So
It's
Goldberg's
like
just a punching bag at this point.
basically,
yeah, he is a punching
win, lose
bag.
or draw doesn't matter for Goldberg.
That's a good one. Yeah, he is a punch.
But because the thing is, we also think I don't know if you mentioning maybe could be next, but the Seth Rollins and Riddle match
Got canceled.
got
Canceled.
put on hold because Riddle got injured on Monday.
Seth Rollins did the
Yeah.
stomp on him on the
So he's
chair.
injured. So we might have a mystery person potentially replacing him.
And Cody can't come back yet, right?
No, he
His
won't come back
pecs
until Royal
exploded.
Rumble.
Okay.
His pecs exploded,
Yeah.
so he's
Unless he
recovered.
pulls a John Cena.
No, he's
No,
not. No, because
he-
he did Hell in a
John Cena
Cell.
feels
Was
like
it Hell in a
crap.
Cell? Yeah,
Yeah.
he did a Hell in a Cell because that injury can't get any worse. So that's why he did the match. So, but I think if they bring somebody over and Triple H being Triple H, that could be a Gargano comeback. That's one of
This man is so disrespectful. Like, I don't get
But who-
how you
You
not.
guys are putting wrestlers with a dude that's bigger than all of them. You got to get
Seth
someone that.
Rollins is that big, my
No,
guy?
Seth Rollins is actually a good pick. Actually,
With
You find-
Gargano.
good pick.
We're talking about.
Oh, with Seth Rollins. I thought you
We're
were
not talking about Roman Reigns.
No. Because he was mentioning
Luisito
why.
did a great explanation of what's going to happen with Roman Reigns
Yeah.
and Brock pull out. It's
Yeah, it's
Goldberg
Go-
being
yeah.
the punching bag.
And that's stupid as hell.
But now he brought
Then he was
in-
like, because I don't think he's mentioned it, because there's another
Yeah, I
match
haven't brought it up
potentially
yet.
was a Seth Rollins and Riddle, but Riddle's injured, so there's no person for Seth Rollins.
Also, Seth Rollins like the guy that always gets like the missing guy, basically.
Yeah, basically,
He
and he
does.
could handle it.
No, he could definitely handle
But
it.
before we go to that, I'm sorry, Brock
But Edge had the best
Lesnar and
WrestleMania
Roman. I think Roman will win it, and I think
So
Theory
he
will
retained?
he retains, and I think he will try to Theory will try to cash in and fail.
So they're going for both titles or just one?
It's unified.
It's
yeah,
one. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
The issue is
it's confusing.
because when there used to be two champions, one was always better than the other,
100%.
like TV wise. So Roman was always better whoever had the other title. So just put them together and have
Yeah,
everybody
ever
go
since-
out.
I think they should just have two separate titles. Like,
Yeah, but then one
I
one
like the
side will be
style.
like for football or whatever. There's always one division better than the others. Basically, for Roman will always be bigger than whoever's the other champion.
True. And plus that Fox deal puts SmackDown
Yeah.
over like the top. So
Because when what was it? Lashley had it. Roman's better than not better, but like more high end than Lashley.
unfortunately,
Then
but-
Big E the same thing, and like McIntyre the same thing. So there was
yeah.
nobody to like Roman's level. Maybe Seth Rollins.
So let's do a quick pick.
Cody Rhodes. Okay.
Let's do a quick pick. You said Roman.
Roman, yep.
Like who's winning about Roman? 100%.
I think Brock will win it, but
If you're saying
Theory is gonna cash it in
On Brock.
on
Okay.
Brock. Brock's gonna lose it,
Oof. Okay.
and then it's gonna be Roman versus Theory.
okay, so
So the rematch basically. So when he went.
okay, just a quick question: Is Theory just being in the match alongside with Brock?
Oh, he'll wait.
Or you're seeing like Lesnar win, Theory join in, kick his ass, and then take the belt from Brock.
Then basically next week we'll have Roman against. Basically, I want my.
Interesting.
Okay.
That's bold.
Yeah.
Man, that's some WWE stuff right there.
I
They would
that's
do that
bold.
I
too.
think Brock is gonna barely win the match, right? Everybody's gonna be
Because the last
surprised.
man standing and stuff, yeah.
And then Theory's gonna come in, boom, do a special, and
They see that's a good one. Last man standing for that match. Okay.
But you said it's going to be only
interesting.
5 minutes.
It is going to be only 5 minutes.
So so the prediction that I have, my pick for the Roman Reigns. Please keep everything what I
Yeah,
just
Roman made, baby.
Roman made. Yes, Roman is keeping the belt. Unfortunately, I don't think Theory is really going to jump in or do any of that nonsense. It's just simply just a straight show. And the next one, it should be a little bit better.
What's the next pay per view? Because I heard a lot of people making fun of it.
Something battle at the castle or something like that. It's like something castle something. It's
It's
like
like Battle of the Castle, right?
Yeah,
It's
is
like
that
Clash of
new?
the
Is
Castle.
that new?
yeah.
They
They're
come
doing
up with
basically
creative
that's
names.
the European tour basically. So they doing basically McIntyre is like the main guy there.
So I mean, that ain't racist.
No,
You going to Europe and you
just
be like
Frank.
Clash of the Castle?
You're just Frank.
That's just me.
So, Luisito did brought a good topic part to go to the closing. Is Seth Rollins did call out and was like, "I'm sorry, but I don't think I'm gonna have a match." Triple H responded to the Twitter account saying, "I heard you."
We'll find somebody.
So they'll find somebody. I don't think the show is going to end with just only those cards that we just mentioned. I think Seth Rollins is going to be part of the show. And my question to you is, who do you think is going to be the mystery wrestler for him? Who's Triple H going to pull out of his bag of tricks to make this maybe one of the biggest pop in SummerSlam?
You already have it. Go ahead.
No, I was like, because I mentioned Gargano, because
Yep.
he's a free agent. He's not signed or nothing. I've seen people tweeting possible Bray Wyatt, but there's no storyline.
Yeah.
I know I mentioned Solo Sikoa earlier, but that wouldn't be a bad thing, Solo Sikoa against Seth Rollins, and give him like a solo match, and kind of like Solo
The Uso
Uso
younger brother. He works it.
Okay.
So like basically bring him up and like put him over, and like then you could have like the brother help him out or whatever. That wouldn't be a bad way to like
Because
push
Seth
him to,
Rollins did give like one of those look to Roman Reigns, be like, "Yo, I'm still here in business." You know what I'm saying? Before he attacked Riddle.
True. And they're like the two top guys.
Yeah.
That's respect. Yeah.
So, I like your pick.
Yeah.
Down.
I think this is Triple H's opportunity to bring somebody back.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody good.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it's not Goldberg.
He might be working with Roman Reigns,
Yeah.
but
I don't have one.
because I know that the IC title holder like Gunther, it's not that he doesn't have a match,
no,
and I don't think Seth should be in the title.
I don't think it's Shinsuke.
No, there's really nobody.
To be honest with you, I'm thinking Johnny wrestling, but that's just me.
No, okay.
Because
So-
Edge, they're still doing promos, but I don't think Edge will come back yet.
What a way to start off like the new era, like as Triple H being like had a creative to bring back Johnny
What about
wrestling.
Ciampa? Maybe
Oh, it could be him too. Yeah,
Yeah.
it has to be those
Yeah.
two guys.
Yeah.
It could, but there is a third, and I was thinking about this earlier too. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking at my camera real quick. Deep down in my heart, there's only one person who has not missed a SummerSlam in his career. He is Mr. SummerSlam himself.
Wait,
He's
can I
been
guess?
out For
Could I take a guess?
there goes my promo. All right, what's your guess, guys? Because like,
yeah.
I had a moment. I was having like an intimate moment with the camera and be like, "Oh wait."
I'm sorry, really.
But
kids, so
no.
we're
But
gonna
who
guess.
do you guys think I have in mind?
Jeez, never missed the wrestling.
Never missed a SummerSlam?
Yeah.
SummerSlam.
I know who we're talking about, but I'm not gonna.
Since he wrestled or
Like
Since he's been a main eventer, he's never wrestled. He's always been in a SummerSlam.
he in one way or another SummerSlam.
Oh, Randy Orton.
Nope.
No,
No, it's Randy Orton.
Shawn
That it?
Michaels?
I
Randy
thought
Orton?
you was talking about Dolph Ziggler because he's never
he
the
still
Miz
injured?
and he's Randy Orton's still injured.
But so
Yeah.
I don't know about his recovery
Yeah.
time, but yeah, it's Randy Orton
Yeah.
because he is Mr.
I thought you were talking about Dolph Ziggler because Dolph Ziggler and the Miz they always been in a WrestleMania and
after that
SummerSlam, but he's always been in a
After
SummerSlam
that
either as
clothesline
IC.
from Otis, I don't think Ziggler is really going to recover from that one. That's a big boy. He was like, man, dude, pow,
I just want to see a
down.
WWE with Randy Orton on top again.
That'd be beautiful.
We will. I think we'll see that when Roman's out.
Yes.
Hopefully soon.
Well, when he's working on one of the Rocks, Fast and the Furious type of movie.
I can't believe he was in one of those. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
he was. He
like one of
was
the cousins or
Hobbs, Hobbs and Shaw. Yeah, so
Oh, shit, that movie.
God damn. So that's my
He
pick.
doesn't like anything.
Randy Orton is my pick. So our guest, Luminous View, told us he had some questions, and this is his time to shine. So, brother, what you got?
I have a couple questions, some conspiracy theories
Oh my
that
God!
I've always wanted to ask.
Let's
I
go.
wish we had like a sound for it.
Yeah.
You
Like,
know. So my first one
ooh,
is: do you?
Hold on, 1 second. I think I do have the L play. Don't worry about it. I got in.
Okay.
Yeah. We got it. Go ahead.
My first one. Do you think Triple H married Stephanie to have more control of the WWE?
100%.
Yeah. That's the way to the top.
Yes, that was his way to the top. But I think there was a kind of genuine.
Remember, he was dating
love
China
there.
at the
You really
time.
thought that was love? He messed with China. He messed with.
But I think Stephanie was with Test and her. Then he was dating China. Then he started dating. Like, it was like a TV thing. Then it became real. So
But when he saw his opportunity to be able to be like, you know what, if this is a way I could get closer to the owner,
I don't think that was his way to be like in the position that he's right now. But I think it's for
At
him to be at the top of the card to be like closer.
He's saying there's an ulterior motive to this marriage.
Oh yeah.
That's
At
great.
first it was, and then it would became some like the
He's
love.
like, oh wow, I actually love you. Like, that's what he's saying.
This might actually be working for me.
Wow,
Wow,
man.
you're doing this
You
for
was
me?
just a side chick, but now, man, I don't know.
Wow, you make
this
breakfast for me? Really? A pedigree? All right, bet. So, all right.
Well, she got the pedigree to be.
Wow.
Nice callback. Nice callback.
Okay.
What's the next question?
The next question. Do you think these allegations came up because they were trying to get Vince McMahon out?
That is tough. There's no comment.
Because the ratings were going down, right?
Yes and no. I think I'm not saying that he didn't pay enough to keep them quiet.
$1 million is a lot of money.
Yeah, but then not now. But I think this is probably was the only way to remove him from power. Because there was no other way to get him out. I don't want nobody to passing away, but on either him passing or this, there's only two ways to get him out.
Like
he was
gonna die.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's almost 70, almost 80 years old. Like he's gonna be doing this until he's done. Like so, I'm not saying they like forced him out, but like this is a way for him to. And he kind of did the right thing rather than fight it off, whatever. Step away and like let the company kind of handle your personal stuff on the side and let like whoever it's in. You have enough people in charge.
Do you think it's even real?
Yeah, there's been allegations.
No comments.
I think there's been allegations and like there's been not paper trail, but like there's been paper trail like investigations and stuff. That's like the money. The money connects. There's been an investigation that everything there's money connecting to what has happened. So
And I agree with you. I don't have anything to say. Like I'm not gonna go. deep
Then
with
you
it.
just stay quiet.
I know. Wait,
Just
wait,
don't
wait.
say anything.
I know I contradict myself a lot, but it's just like it is kind of fishy. It came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. But it could be real.
So-
that could, yeah, that's
you know what I'm
just
saying.
So my 2 cents is like there could be partial truth to what's going on. It could definitely be just like what Luisito just explained. It's just a way for Vince to be able to like step out without him like really putting himself in the line, because Vince is a working horse. He definitely breathed the company, lived for the company. He did whatever he could to keep the company going for so many years. After his father gave him like everything to him.
well, he bought it from his dad, but
He bought it from
nothing.
his dad, but
Just business, like nothing.
I appreciate
like
that.
nothing was given to him. He had to like buy it from him. But
facts.
Yeah.
But but it still stayed within the family. It's being transitioned to another family member legally.
Yeah.
It's going.
and I think when you used to watch back in the day, they were trying to. That's what they were trying to like, kind of trial and error when the brother was basically handling SmackDown and Stephanie
all that
and Stephanie
is being picked up by
and
the
Stephanie and Stephanie and Triple H, come on, you're a producer and music thing.
They're one of the biggest artists in Providence. Like,
I'm so sorry.
get it together.
I'm so sorry.
We got a good setup, but but I think that was happening back in the day. They were trying out when Stephanie and Triple H was handling
Big Frank, man. That's my
handling
guy. That's my
Raw
guy.
and
And then
the brother like
then
Shane was doing SmackDown. They were trying to do like basically like split the company into two, but
And Shane did a great job back in 2015. He really did.
Oh, I miss those times,
Yeah.
yo. Like with the.
but Shane could come back.
With the Authority, like those storylines were pretty fire, man.
No.
Actually,
Shane was he was land of opportunity with Daniel Bryan. Like,
Yeah.
But I think what I've seen on Twitter and stuff, somebody posted that they could potentially do similar something like that, but they could do basically Stephanie and Triple H Raw and also NXT, Triple H NXT as well, and give SmackDown to Paul Heyman.
Shane. Paul Heyman.
Ooh, but
Not give it to him, but you know what I'm saying? Like he could be back also
So,
handling. He don't have to
Paul
do too much
Heyman-
Roman Reigns.
So shout out to my guy Brian Fay. He wants to be. I asked him to be a guest for our show. Wrestling guru. He really breathed wrestling. If I'm quoting him correctly, Paul Heyman as a talent, amazing. Paul Heyman as the person,
Crazy.
creative or the promo guy, or
he handled
he's
ECW.
Trash. He said
He
he's full
handled
of trash.
ECW.
What he did to ECW.
They were trash.
Yeah, well, he
I ain't gonna lie.
not paying the wrestler all these.
No,
stuff that
but
came-
money what? But I'm just saying like the content and stuff. What he gave you ACW was crazy good. and he knows talent, or he could pick out talent. He knows
could be
talent.
a talent. He could try to be a manage the talent, but when it comes to like desk work, he's not the guy. So
I agree.
Yeah.
but Shane, I would love to see him give it one more time, but I don't think he really got it now. Yeah, I don't think he got it.
His own family kicked him out. So,
It's
So
like,
I
yeah.
don't see- yeah,
Because
he
Shane
does.
was trying to keep it for his sons. You know what I'm saying? Because Triple H got girls. And Shane was like, I got boys. Boys love wrestling. I believe they probably have more passion over the girls. And it's like, nah, we're hungry. Triple H was like,
And plus, they're in the corporate realm now. So
yeah. So
You think, in addition to that, hello,
hi.
Hey.
we got delivery. Hold on, just 1 second.
It's not DiGiorno.
this guy.
No branding. Hold on.
No branding. No
See
branding.
you guys.
Yeah.
No free sponsor.
Nah.
No free sponsor.
Not here.
It's like diabetes.
Oh my god.
No
so
branding.
so that's what I believe what happened with Shane is just that. But to answer your question, I believe partial is truth. That's a really good one.
Any other ones in there? Conspiracy?
Two more.
Conspiracy
Two more?
corner?
Two more?
Do you guys believe that Vince McMahon had a secret relationship with Shawn Michaels?
Maybe.
That was his golden boy, but I don't think they
I
went. I don't know.
I mean, like, with all the,
I think he would have preferred Shawn Michaels instead of Triple H with
Yes.
Stephanie.
yes.
Possibly. That was his like golden ticket, but
He was Mr. WrestleMania for a very
Yeah.
long time. That's how he was pushed.
you know, he reminds me now, got all the promos and everything. But
Yeah.
remember, I think Boomhauer from The King of the Hill.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Where he was getting a promo. He's had
This man. I can't even see this shit right now. Delete. I think yes, it's true. Vince preferred Michael, but I guess he just learned how to love Triple H.
Yeah.
Okay. And then my last one. Do you think there's somebody that owns all the shows?
What do you mean?
That's
Like a
secretly-
puppet master?
Like a
thing?
puppet master.
Disney. Disney.
No, I think Disney, they having a big play trying to take WWE. I don't think they're not yet. I don't think AEW and all the indie stuff. But I think the bigger play, I think besides WWE probably go to like to ESPN
Wait,
or
are you
Disney.
talking about channel wise or you're
No,
talking
like-
about
like-
talking about like
wrestling?
wrestling. Do
Oh,
you think
wrestling.
There's like a guy behind
Like
the
Illuminati of wrestling
Yeah,
and somebody
Illuminati
puppeteer.
wrestling.
No, I don't think so.
Hell no.
No, I think the
It's
big
not-
play is
it's
Disney.
not Mexico. I won't give it to Mexico. I would say either Japan or someone in New York. In those Connecticut or Japan would be the two locations that someone is like the mastermind behind
Yeah,
the whole thing.
Japan, yeah, like New Japan and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
Japan's been
Yeah, I
good.
believe that. Like the Japan wrestling, I think someone.
I don't think it's
that.
Mexico because even though cartels and all of that, they still focus on traditional. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they really have fully accepted like the evolution of what wrestling is today. They still keep it traditional. Japan has evolved from traditional like sumo wrestling and the art of it to now being more of an entertainment, which adapt here in the U.S. So it's between here in Connecticut in the States or Japan. Those will be the
No, I don't think there's like a Illuminati, wrestling puppet master, but I think there's eventually will be like one person will own everything.
Matter of fact,
Eventually,
I take my answer back. China, because currently China already bought about 61.3 billions of house property here in the States. So China definitely seems to be more of a puppet master.
I don't know. But I think the wrestling thing eventually
Money
Disney
talk.
will own everything, but not. I think they'll probably their big place probably WWE, but I don't think they won't get into the indies yet because they have their own, like Tony Khan and them. They got like more money than WWE, but they just don't want to spend. Well, his dad does, he doesn't, but. It's just not yet. I don't think there's like an Illuminati puppet master. I don't think.
You should worry about fixing that football team first before they buy anything.
The Jaguars?
Jaguars suck.
They're
making money?
We don't talk about that.
I know. I'm just saying.
They making money?
You're buying all this wrestling stuff. Just put.
They better than the Texans though, but they're not the worst team in the NFL.
We probably see the Jaguars in the XFL. Who knows? But thank you for those questions, my guy. That was really fun. That was really fun. Just to throw in one more topic. AEW, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm here for, baby.
We do this for you, Frank.
The land of the wrestlers.
Yes, land of the wrestlers. Non-technical, just wrestlers. Do you feel like it have stagned a bit? Have you feel like it have reached its plateau with the way how they're promoting their cards on Wednesday night?
Oh,
Yes.
Yes, because they keep recycling the same wrestlers. Because they was just like, yo, this is going to be the place where I feel as though you're going to see different matchups every night and everything like that. But the last 2 pay-per-views and the last, like, bunch of shows,
You just have XWD people.
Yes, and everybody you've seen in Forbidden Door is literally getting recycled.
Yeah.
AEW wise, it's just like
Like, for example,
go ahead.
Ruby Soho, nowhere to be found.
She
Unfortunately.
coming to help.
The Dark
Eddie
Order,
Kingston?
nowhere to be found. Basically, Dark Order is splitting because they're not renewing contracts, so they were basically homegrown talent and they're not being used.
They're going to
else?
Canada, so Evil Uno is ready to celebrate.
It's Ethan Page gonna get a win back home. Like, it's basically Ethan Page hasn't won anything. Like, you basically XWW people are running, which is fine. Though you invested all your money there, but your homegrown people you're forgetting about. Like the Acclaim, where like they've been with the Ass Boys, but they haven't nothing.
Give them some time. They still
No, but I'm saying, but you're not like they're homegrown people that you're not using. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, we're being force fed everybody else.
Okay.
So like everybody else who was basically like original, even the Young Bucks that we were force fed in the beginning, they've been in the backseat. Same thing with Undisputed Elite, the backseat right now. So it's like
Who is?
Adam Cole, like basically so they've been put into the side. So basically now it's been the BCC one and basically Jericho's. That's it.
Appreciation group.
And even for the women's division,
Even Andrade is
like,
not his.
for example, Abaddon, Dark Elevation.
Yeah.
Like there's nobody like then. They have too much. The issue now, it's like the issue that WWE had. Now they have too much people on payroll, not enough. Even though they have about 12 hours of TV time, and using the same people over again. Same thing. Fuego del Sol, he's your homegrown guy. Even Miro, he did that one pay-per-view, nowhere to be found. Kip Sabian, nowhere to be found.
No.
Who?
Miro.
No, but I'm saying he came over. He was champion. I'm saying, but like after he lost. Nothing. He only did Forbidden Door and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So that's like you're not like.
But Pac is being used for promoting the
the only way.
But that's why there's so
Championship.
many belts now in AEW because they trying to give everybody shine in some way, some shape or form.
Yeah, but even Pac one, you got the same people. Like he's going to the indies basically. That's like an indie belt.
Yeah,
because he's
it
going
is.
everywhere else. The TNT, you have the same people cycling. Like I beat you, you beat me again, and go back. Like you probably throw one person like
WWE.
But
basically.
there it is, right? I totally agree with you because I feel like, AEW sometimes don't feel like they don't know what they're doing with the superstars sometimes. I feel that 100%. But if I was a superstar in AEW, knowing I have this type of freedom to go to the indie shows, do something about it.
Yeah.
Go do the dark matches if that's the case. Like, I see Andrade do some dark matches and be like, I bet, let me get
he's
somewhere.
building. The issue with that one, he's building. For AEW, you have to build a record. So, all right, build your
that record,
But
yeah.
if you go to the website, there's people that's in the top 5 that not even on TV.
That is true.
Like it's just so if your record matter, Moxley shouldn't be competing with people from New Japan. He should go down the list, at least the top 5, then go to New Japan, not just a random match with somebody that's like hot in New Japan for no reason.
So, would you say? Damn, I lost my train of thought because that was a really good point. So would you say the trio belt that was introduced or announced?
It will help. I like that they're doing the trio, so like it gives because
Do
you know
feel
FTR,
like it's overdue?
yes, I would have preferred the trios championship at Forbidden Door over the All Atlantic one.
But this is the thing now. They made so many belts now. Now every show you're gonna watch is gonna be belt. And when someone actually has a normal match, you're like, oh, yo, is this person getting pushed or not?
It makes sense because TBS is on Friday because that's the network. TNT Wednesday, that makes sense. The heavyweight,
it could rotate either.
It could rotate either or. The Atlantic for Dark,
that's basically an indie.
That makes sense. So if the trio is being put, like, let's say,
you can put it on the TBS one on Fridays
or
and tag team it on Tuesdays.
I think that could help. So is it a bad thing to have too much belt in a show? Do you feel like having too much champions hurt the business, or do you feel like it could elevate the business? No pun intended.
How many shows are we talking about?
There's 4 in total.
TV shows 2 and 2 YouTube ones for AEW.
And
how many belts are there?
So you have the main championship. So guys and girls. So you got like the main titles. You got 2 mid cards. Now you have a tag team and a trios one. All Atlantic.
Tag team each show or tag team?
No, just a tag team.
one.
One man.
We're at 7 already.
Yep, and the trios one that's gonna come out,
7.
and the FTW that doesn't matter. That's not recognized, but it's there.
It's gonna be respected. It's gonna be respected.
No, I'm saying it's not like an AEW title, but it's there. It's kind of like a 24/7 or European title or $1 million title. And I think there's talks. I hope they don't do it because I hope they don't do a women's tag team. There was talks of doing a women's tag team.
So here's the thing, real quick.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, real quick. We should also include the Ring of Honor's belt because.
But that's just a different entity. I'm just trying to like
it's different
separate
entity,
like.
but it's still being defended on.
Yeah, but Ring of Honor has the regular title. They have the Pure Championship. They have the TV Championship. They have the Trios Championship, and they have the Women's Championship. And I think, do they have a women's tag? No, I don't think they have a women's tag team. So they basically have 5, and the other one have 7.
I mean, so the way I grew up watching wrestling, so if it's 4 separate shows, right? I think the way I grew up was there was a SmackDown champion, Raw champion.
Yeah.
There was
Mid-card
a
or mid-card.
Tag team. There was Intercontinental USA
Yeah.
champion.
Yep.
Women's champion. I think there should be 2 women's
But
champions.
for that method works if they don't cross. So like SmackDown stays with SmackDown, Raw stays with Raw. Then maybe you have Survivor Series to compete against each other, cool. But like when you start merging all the shows as like AEW is kind of like a continuous show. So let's say you could have a match on Monday and you beat somebody, then you call somebody on Wednesday, so you go promo Wednesday, and then you have a match on Friday. So it's like a continuous show, sort of.
So it should be like boxing. There should be like a heavyweight title. There should be a middleweight. There should be a.
But then you put
featherweight.
people. The issue is you put people in niche market. Like then you have to be heavy enough to compete, and everybody in AEW is the same size and weight. So how can you differentiate a heavyweight versus?
You're right.
I mean, Drew
So
McIntyre to Finn Balor, that's a big difference.
No, but I'm saying, but like you could compete. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna have like let's say right now Moxley. Then you that means he can compete against Hook because Hook it's a let's say lightweight or what, you know what I'm saying. So that's only it's just too many titles. I think the trios for AEW will be good. The North Atlantic it's so for me it's either take the FTW one and keep the North Atlantic or keep one of those 2. I think the plan for the North Atlantic is if they don't renew for TNT because right now the mid card belt is based on the TV channels. If they don't renew contracts with them, the Atlantic one, North Atlantic is generic enough that could be your mid card. So if they don't do a deal with TNT, they could drop that one and take them. No, that could be your backup belt. I don't know what they're gonna do with the women's TV yet. They could do a TV championship. And a big generic.
Who's the producers of the show? I think
Yeah.
if you really look at your
Yeah.
producers and be like, I bet. Like, Road Dogg was asking to go to AEW to be a producer for the show.
And he said he will go to WWE, but only to work in NXT. He would have.
Yeah, literally.
Because he has more.
Yeah.
He
He said, I want to work with Sean.
Yeah, he's more familiarized with
Yeah.
NXT and how the product works.
Yeah.
So
But that's what I'm saying. You need these producers to be like, I bet. Who's running the show? It looks like Tony Khan is when he's making these bookings and all that.
He
It's
is.
just like, yo, we need these people to really.
he also got the
Fix
Big
this
Show. He
situation.
also have Mark Henry, and he also have other.
Yeah, Mark
individuals.
everything that annoys
Well,
me.
I think as a businessman,
When he does the on Fridays, it's time. Shut up! I know what's
That's his catchphrase.
I cannot. The strongest man in the world. It's time.
You wanna hear
Shut
a funny
up.
story?
Like I can't.
He retired.
Cash
as a-
Wheeler like give him a fist pump, and he thought he was the coolest guy.
That was
He was like, "Yo, you give me a fist pump."
Yeah.
He's like, yo, Cash Wheeler was like, yo, respect.
Hey, he got the respect.
He was waiting for it too. You know, like when you leave somebody hanging, waiting for that fist bump.
Yeah.
He was like, Lewis is like, who's this guy?
You did that to Cash?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he thought he was the coolest guy in the room. Respect. Yo.
Hey,
No, but as a businessman,
that's an alpha. That's an alpha.
more titles means more sales, more merch
Yeah,
sales too.
as you could tell, yeah,
More merch
yeah.
sales.
But it's just be too diluted because then you don't know the importance of stuff. So I feel like one per show. If you have like SmackDown and Raw, one per show, or do one basically heavyweight and mid card, but basically people that are not competing for the heavyweight compete for the secondary or like light heavyweight or whatever. Then have a tag team one. The trios wouldn't be too bad because there's a lot of groups or factions that have at least 3 people. So you have
think
like
that's dope.
so at least a trio. So whoever can compete tag team or and that's at least with 3 might be better dynamic than 2. Or you can have dual champions and you have like Young Bucks plus 1 as a trios and Young Bucks by themselves a tag team. Like it's just too much. Also too many belts, but the FTW needs to go and. They shouldn't have a women's tag team division. They should just have even the 2 titles for the women's. It's tough because like Jade is Jade, but then you also have Thunder Rosa who's that. So like who's better? So that's the only thing. It's like
And that's a topic we're gonna transition for next week.
yeah,
And I think that helps with egos too, though, by the way. Like having more titles.
Oh, yeah.
There's probably
Yeah.
like, let's say me and Frank are the 2 biggest superstars on the show, but he's the champion. And that's what sells money, Frank being the champion.
Yeah.
But I want a championship too.
Yeah. It's like what's his name? Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat. Steamboat always wanted the belt over Ric Flair. They went back at it over and over, but Ric Flair was just a better champion over Ricky Steamboat. So I like how it goes, but we definitely want to talk about the ego on the next episode for sure. So Providence Lucha Talk, guys. You have heard the good, the bad, and the ugly. We kind of went real ugly. But what's your thought? What's your comment? Do you agree, disagree? We want to thank again Mr. Luminous View for coming in, showing some light, no pun to the show. I really enjoy your segment. It was really great. Thank you, Big Frank, once again to bring your energy, as always, to the show. God, I hope you really don't fall asleep.
yeah. I'm about to like just make merch with that. Just you're like a cartoon or like Z's on.
But Providence Lucha Talk, please follow us on all of our social media. Do you guys want to throw in your tag real quick before we close the show?
At the Big Frank C, TheBigFrankC. Follow me on Instagram. Let's go, baby.
Luminous Views on Instagram and Facebook and on Twitter.
Miss Lion.
Yeah. Before we close, you know,
He's a married
Miss
man.
Lion, you know, my
married man.
marriage doesn't matter. Right now.
Wow.
My marriage doesn't matter right now. It's you and me. All right. Wherever you are, we're gonna meet one day. Okay.
Hey,
I'm gonna be your photographer one day.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
That I respect.
Luisito.
Providence Lucha Talk and Luis Marcano on all social media.
The Jay Aguila show, the pregame podcast, and soon I have a special project coming in, so can't wait to talk about it real soon. So Providence Lucha Talk, thank you for tuning in. We say buenas noches and peace.
That's it.
Peace.
Out.